皆さん、こんにちは。Hi everyone. Welcome back to my Japanese Carnivore Diet channel. How have you been? しばらくご無沙汰していました。Long time no see. I hope you finish the 30-day challenge. And after that, I am creating this type of videos on and off. So today, I had something very exciting happen and I'd love to share with you. What happened was I was able to say goodbye to sugar addict. Depends how you see it, but I feel every food has some kind of addiction. And we love carbohydrates and we love pastas, bread, rice because we were addicted to it. And why we are addicted? Because those starches become glucose, and the glucose is a form of sugar. And we love sugar, right? So once you eat sugar, your brain secretes all the so-called happy hormones. One is dopamines, and the other hormones that make us feel happy about having sugar and starches. But in order for you to stay healthy, you have to say goodbye to sugar, which was one of the most difficult addiction. I call it addiction because to me, sugar is bad or starches are bad, especially when you are doing carnivore diet. And what happened to me, which was so exciting, is that, as you know, I joined the carnivore diet 2 years ago. That was 2023. And before that, maybe 5 years before that, I have been on Dr. Stephen Gundry's lectin-free diet. So for maybe over 5 years, I have minimized the glucose and the carbohydrates intake. And you know what? One of my favorite American sweets is apple fritters. I don't know why I love it, but ever since I'm in college, you remember when you were in college, you are always hungry because your metabolic rate is so high and you always feel hungry. So when I was in college, I always loved to have apple fritter and a black coffee. That was my go-to snack. And I have to say goodbye to apple fritters ever since I am on lectin-free diet about 8 years ago. And I live in Los Angeles, and there is a very nice donut place. It's I think franchise. Maybe they have 5 stores in Southern California, and they have one very close to my house. And they make apple fritters, but thank goodness, they only make apple fritters on Fridays. So which was good. That's why I could stay away from apple fritters for over 5 years because, Friday night you work and you stop by this donut shop on the way home, but by Friday, like 5, 6 p.m., almost all sold out. So I never had a chance to have apple fritters. I do stop by, but fortunately they were all sold out. So that's why I didn't have it. But yesterday was Valentine's Day. It was Valentine's Day of 2025 and Friday. So I just took a chance. I wanted to, you see, I am so persistent, right? And I never give up. So I happened to stop by donut shop. Guess what? They had 2 pieces of apple fritters left. I'm sure it was a Valentine's Day, so maybe they produced a lot more than their regular quantities. And here I am, so fortunate. It was like past 6 p.m., but they had 2 apple fritters, so I got it. And I got so excited. I came home, and me and my husband, we had a coffee, and we get so excited to have a donut. But guess what? After I had a one bite, we became silent. Do you know the word mindfulness, right? So, mindfulness, rather than you're gobbling, you have one bite, you enjoy the texture, the feeling of the food in your mouth. So, I think that's what I've been doing. Since I didn't have apple fritter for so many years, so I figured, okay, mindfulness, have a first bite, let's enjoy. But you know what? What I felt two things. Number one was the oil, because donut is the deep fried sweet. So I felt the oil all over my mouth. And then the second one I felt was sugar. It was awfully, awfully sweet because I have been away from sweet stuff, except black dark chocolate, right? Dark chocolate with a minimum of 85% of cacao, according to Dr. Stephen Gundry, or he recommend minimum 72%, but I love 85% dark chocolate from Trader Joe. So that's the only sweet I had so far. So when I had this, my favorite apple fritters, my body cannot take it anymore. Isn't it amazing? Humans are an animal of habits. We are tons of habits, right? So, for example, if you like soda pop, one can of soda has maybe 20 sugar cubes, something like that. But if you drink like energy drink or Coke or even those sports drink, to keep you hydrated while you are doing exercise, they have many, 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 many sugar cubes, number of sugar cubes equivalents. And if you drink it every day, you get used to it. So you drink more and more and more. And the same is true with me. I love spicy food. I love chili. So maybe when I started, I just had one dash of chili powder, or when I went to my first time, the Sichuan spicy Chinese restaurant, it was overwhelmingly spicy. But today, if I go to those spicy Chinese restaurant, I can put I can add more chili oil. Or if I go to sushi bar, the wasabi is not a spicy spice. I can have tons of wasabi. I'm okay. Or mustard in oden, Japanese oden store. I can have a bunch of mustard. I'm okay. See, because we get used to it. And the good thing about being on carnivore diet, because I minimize starches and the glucose and the fruits, all those sugars. So when I ate my apple fritter, oh my God, I couldn't take it. And actually, to be honest with you, we couldn't finish one piece of donut. But because they were expensive and I'm cheap, I didn't want to waste my money. So we ate half donut last night and the other half this morning. But after we finished it, we felt so relieved. I go, at least we didn't waste the money. I felt so guilty about throwing away. So we have to force ourselves to eat the donut. That's what happened. And I'm so excited because that means I became so healthy and I have this healthy food habits and healthy diets. There we go. So again, if you happen to start carnivore diet, from my experience, the first 3 days are most difficult. Because, if you are Asian like me, you grew up with the steamed rice all of your life. Or if you are Westerners, you grew up with the bread and the pasta, pizza, right? So it's very tough to say goodbye to them, but just take it. It's like an addiction. And it takes about good 3 days to get rid of the addictive substances from your body system. Once it's out, you feel much better. Okay, so that's all. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate it. And you motivate me, and we exchange positive energies. I hope my story would help you. And if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to write down, and I will read it and I will respond back to you. Thank you so much, my friends. じゃあまたね。バイバイ。